Chairman Anders, Chairman Miller, Ranking Member Klein, and members of the subcommittee, I'm honored to be here today representing Hewitt Associates to discuss our support of the 401k Fair Disclosure for Retirement Security Act of 2009. We have a unique perspective as the largest independent provider of retirement plan administration services, serving more than 11 million retirement plan participants. We are not affiliated with any investment management firm. Now more than ever, employees need to accumulate the greatest retirement savings possible for every dollar saved. Our experience shows that increased fee transparency leads to lower fees. Because the vast majority of these fees are paid by participants, lower fees lead to higher retirement benefits for participants. Plan fiduciaries cannot fulfill their obligations without clear fee disclosures from service providers that break out fee details for various services, most importantly, investment management and administration fees, which together comprise more than 90% of total fees in 401k plans. This breakout of these fees for these services on a consistent basis enables ready comparisons of various service providers and their structures so that fiduciaries can make the best decisions based on complete information. In addition to evaluating the fees and their reasonableness at the time of the initial contract, fiduciaries need to evaluate them on an ongoing basis. Only by understanding administrative fees separately from asset-based fees do plan fiduciaries have the information needed to effectively understand how these fees could fluctuate over time and deem those changes reasonable. The best way to illustrate the importance of transparency is through an example. Hewitt recently worked with a client that wanted to evaluate combining the services for two separate large 401k plans. Administrative fees had not been broken out for one of the plans in the past. The impact of this was clear. One plan was charged $50 per participant for administration, while the second plan was charged more than $100 for administration, even though the second plan was significantly larger. Unbundling the administrative fees from the investment management fees provided the company with the ability to look closely at the investment choices offered in their plan based on their own merit, and also evaluate the administration services in greater depth. This resulted in the selection of lower-priced, non-mutual fund vehicles, as well as a significant reduction in the administrative fees. The combined fee structure across both plans decreased by nearly half. Administrative fees were reduced to just over $40 per participant. Total fees decreased by about $7 million, all of it directly accruing to plan participant accounts. This is just one example of a scenario we see on a regular basis. The end result may or may not result in the actual unbundling of services, but the unbundled transparency almost always leads to lower prices and therefore increased benefits to plan participants. Second, I'd like to say a few words about the need for disclosure of additional revenue sources and conflicts of interest. Service providers often generate revenue streams by providing services to 401k plan participants that are unrelated to the 401k plan, like offering retail IRA rollovers or other financial products. It is critical that all sources of revenue generated as a result of the 401k relationship are disclosed so that the plan sponsor can identify and manage conflicts of interest that may affect plan participants. The third issue I'd like to address is participant fee disclosure. We believe that comprehensive fee information should be readily and easily accessible to participants. Mandatory disclosures should help participants understand fees on their account balances, as well as provide other important information to facilitate investment decisions, such as risk level and the importance of diversification. We have to acknowledge that many participants lack the basic financial acumen to understand these issues, but unbiased investment advice, education, and certain plan design features can make a difference there. In summary, we support Chairman Miller's bill because it's quite simply, its provisions enhance the retirement security of Americans through much needed clarification on the level of disclosure required. The bill does not allow service provider exemptions that get in the way of full transparency. Knowledge is power, and by arming plan sponsors with complete, consistent, and comparable information, they will be better equipped to negotiate and provide high-quality plans for their participants at reasonable costs. Hewitt would be pleased to offer our data analysis, our experience, and our consulting and administration expertise to help the subcommittee complete its work on this issue. Thank you.